He's got 2 strikes against him from the start.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Those Were the Days. Now, this episode should be pretty interesting. I really have no idea what's going on in this one. I didn't even really get too much of a preview. So, yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting even for me. Of course, as I've said before, I have seen all of these episodes before. I've done a run-through of all of the episodes from all of the seasons, but of course there's like a couple hundred of them, so I don't remember every one of them. So with that being said, let's see what's going on in the Archie Bunker house. Here we go.
Those were the days.
Happy second anniversary to you.
Okay, so there's an anniversary. They've been married for 2 years.
Pull the plug on that! Pull the plug on that!
Archie just wants to have cake.
Happy second anniversary to you.
She had to squeeze that one in.
I should have started in a different key.
Yeah.
Should have started in a different city. Come on, blow out the candles before they melt the cake.
Right.
First comes the wish.
I already made my wish.
Mike and Gloria's, it's their wedding anniversary.
Right.
I know, Edith. My wish didn't come true.
Ouch.
Ready?
Yeah.
Gotta spit all over that cake, you know.
That means your wish is gonna come true.
Right.
Well, that there wish better not come true down here in the dining room. When you can pry them apart, I'll take my cake over there.
Right.
Time for the bride to cut the cake.
Cake and TV, a good mix, eh?
But I'm not a bride anymore. I'm an old married lady now.
Wow.
Living with the meathead has put a lot of years on all of us.
You look better now than you did then.
Well, I was in a state of shock then.
Right.
I brought you peace with a rose on it.
Oh,
Okay.
Later, Gloria, I don't want to get this album sticky.
Okay.
Look, Archie, a picture of our living room.
Right.
you eat it. Now we know what it looks like.
It's our living room then.
Okay.
Yeah, the magic of photography. How thrilling.
Right. It's kind of how photos work. They show the past, not the future, so...
All I can think of is the unbeautiful thing that stayed after the wedding.
Oh, that's a good burn.
Well, that's all right, Gloria. Actually, your father's on his best behavior tonight.
Right.
I mean, haven't you noticed? He only called me an unbeautiful thing.
Right.
Could have called me an unbeautiful Pollock.
The night is young, meathead.
Right.
I think I've influenced you.
A little bit.
Only thing you've influenced around here is my food bill.
Right.
So you've mellowed a little bit. I mean, that could happen to anybody.
True.
All those nice, quiet talks you've had with Daddy have had a good effect on him.
Sure.
I ain't changed.
You have to.
Get away from me.
You haven't said the word coon in almost a year.
That's fair, yeah. I kind of noticed that too.
You haven't said it in front of us.
All right, then. Coon.
Look, Arch, nobody's accusing you of turning into a diplomat.
Right.
Me living here the last couple of years, I think I've worn you down a bit.
Worn them out, more like it.
Only thing you worn down around here is your knife and fork.
Knives and forks.
Yeah, that proved you've mellowed. Remember the first time you met my Uncle Cass?
Uh-oh.
So you remember the first time he came over here to discuss the wedding plans?
Okay.
First words you said about my Uncle Cass?
What's all the...
Oh, we're doing a flashback.
Who the hell is your uncle? A head janitor of Poland?
Well, it was your idea to have your uncle over for coffee.
Right.
Because I was worried about having him over for dinner. I was worried about all that dinner talk. Now I'm worried about all that coffee talk.
Right.
Gloria, you don't know my uncle. He's very sensitive about Polish jokes.
Okay.
My father's out there in the kitchen sharpening up his repertoire.
Possible that your uncle and my father could get along just fine.
True.
You think so?
No.
No.
You mean just live together?
Right.
You know my father?
Gloria, it's not him I want to live with.
Right.
Hey, Hot Lips. You're doing that in front of her father.
Right.
I know. I seen it in the movies. Because I don't want to see the picture.
Wow.
You're afraid to show affection openly.
Okay.
We believe in showing it openly where it belongs, behind closed doors. Thing is, we don't believe in smooching there out in broad daylight.
That's fair.
A little bit romantic. Like to do it in the dark, like in a hallway or an alley.
Yeah, it's an alley. So romantic.
I used your perfume.
Oh, okay.
Smells like you sprayed yourself with a can of Raid.
Ooh.
'Cause we're meeting Mike's uncle.
Right.
All you need is a clean bowling shirt.
Oof. Wow.
For all I know, he may be what he call a very decent guy.
Right.
Funny thing is, he's got 2 strikes against him from the start.
Yep.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he's Polish strike 1.
Okay.
Wait a second.
And he's Polish strike 2.
Okay. Michael should have kept the beard. I know it's a stick-on, but come on. It looks decent.
I haven't lost my temper. I'm in complete control of my temper.
He'll be better when he gets to know you. Maybe you can help him change.
Right.
I just got off of the telephone here.
Okay.
A gent called Casimir Stivic.
Right.
Your uncle, I presume, calling me from the corner phone booth.
Okay.
The reason he ain't at the house yet is that he forgot the number. Strike 3, case closed.
Oh.
Oh, you don't understand my uncle. He's not going to put up with that stuff.
Right.
You better be careful what you say around Mike's uncle.
Right.
Michael's uncle has come all the way from Chicago to meet us and discuss the wedding.
Nice.
Ain't interested in discussing no wedding arrangements with no uncle.
Okay.
The guy ain't even a bona fide parent.
Bona fide.
Mr. Bunker, my mother and father died when I was little.
True. Okay.
All I'm saying is I don't want to discuss no wedding arrangements with a substitute ski.
Right.
Talk to him, please.
I'll try, Gloria. Archie?
Stifle?
Right.
I guess I can't, Gloria.
He's a self-made man like yourself, Daddy. You two might find you have a lot in common.
Okay.
What does the guy do for a living?
He's a florist.
Florist.
Right.
What does a Polish florist sell? Weeds?
Oh.
I think it must be wonderful to work with flowers and be surrounded by them all day long.
Right.
What kind of a job is that, prancing around amongst the pansies all day? That's what I call dumb work for a man.
Okay.
Real man ought to be doing something useful. Driving a hack, tending bar.
Okay.
Okay, Daddy, but people need florists, too.
Gloria has a lot of curls in her hair back in the day.
All right, you get one channel, you see a couple of fruitcakes reading poetry at one another.
Okay.
You flip over to another channel, you see a couple of he-men battling out in the middle of the ring.
Okay.
Now, which one of them is any real American gonna watch?
Right.
That depends what time it is on. Because if Marcus Welby is on, people probably
Will
want
you
to watch
stop
that.
driving me crazy with Marcus Welby?
Right.
Please be nice.
I'm always nice, little girl.
Kind of. I mean,
Now go and open the door and let Uncle Pollock in.
oof. Okay.
It's the last warning. He's very sensitive.
What's he got, a rash too?
Oh, we're getting little zingers all over the place today.
Oh, gee, how are you?
Dude's pretty big.
But this has gotta be Gloria.
You guessed right.
Uncle Cass, this is,
Don't tell me. You're Archie.
Yeah, don't pick me up.
Right.
Mickey's told me all about you. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Right. He's about 6'1", 6 foot, 6'2".
We're gonna be related, huh?
Right.
I'll tell you another one. A Scotchman in a heap.
Oh, he's letting him sit in his chair.
Take it easy, little girl. I'm just telling a nice little joke here.
Oh boy.
And he went into business.
They both went blind watching each other.
Geez, you knew the tagline now.
Right.
I'm the kind of guy who hates a joke like that.
Right.
Oh, well, you don't have to be so prejudiced about it.
Oh, prejudiced against prejudiced jokes. Okay.
These are human beings that just naturally inflict humor on themselves.
Wow.
Didn't say nothing about Polish.
Right.
Talking about people. Now, sailors is always funny.
Right. Okay.
Well, I was in the Marines, so we thought the Air Corps was funny.
Right. True.
I was in the Air Corps. What's funny about the Air Corps?
Yeah, I was a lieutenant in World War II.
Oh, nice.
He ain't exactly General George C. Scott. A lot of your Marines was lieutenants.
Okay.
How come a big ex-Marine like you turned to selling posies?
Decided I like making things grow better than knocking them down.
Okay, that's fair.
What a nice thought, Uncle Cass.
Right.
No, not there. Sit on the sofa over there. I understood you had some wedding plans.
Okay.
We lucky to see our little girl getting married.
Right.
Ah, jeez, the dingbat on the roof.
Coffee and goodies, everybody. Come and get it.
Okay.
What do you mean, come and get it? We ain't on a ranch. Bring it over here.
I don't care what you decide about the plans as long as we have Chinese food for the reception.
Okay.
That's what Michael and I decided. It's our favorite.
Nice.
Wait a minute. You ain't eating no chinky food at this here wedding?
Ooh. Oof.
That's Chinese food.
Chinese or whatever.
Chinese food isn't actually Chinese. It's more of American,
American wedding, you eat American food.
which would be Chinese food.
You don't see Julie Nixon and David Eisenhower eating chinks at their wedding, do you?
How do you know what they ate?
Right.
In the first place, chinky food at a wedding ain't fancy.
Okay.
Mr. Bunker, I think that before long this country's going to recognize China.
Right.
Wouldn't be surprised if one day Nixon went there himself.
Okay.
Nixon make a trip to Red China?
Right.
Never in a million years, buddy.
And yeah, actually Nixon did go to China.
There's gonna be no chinky food at this wedding, right, Cashmere?
Wrong.
Wow.
My side of the family votes for Chinese food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only I'm warning you, I ain't gonna eat a spoonful of this stuff.
Okay.
I'll order something sent it myself. Something American, like a pizza.
I'll give him that one. I don't want to argue with him.
Ain't no skin off of my nose. Cashmere here is bringing for it.
Right.
We wouldn't think of letting him pay.
Yes, we would, Edith. In fact, that's what we were thinking of right now.
True.
The rented hall is too big, it's too drafty.
Too expensive.
Was you told something before?
Right.
Stifle.
Bingo!
There you go.
I guess all you can have is the immediate family.
Right, and the less of them, the better.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll do the flower arranging.
There you go.
Whoop-de-doo, I'll whip up a batch of cookies.
Oh.
Hey, Arch, what about music?
Well, I ain't gonna pay for nothing like that.
Right.
I'll ask Mrs. Felcher to play the piano.
Okay.
Mrs. Felcher? What kind of priest has a wife?
Right.
He ain't a priest. He's the minister from our church.
Oh, okay.
Well, he ain't performing this ceremony.
Uh-oh.
Why not? It doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, it means something to me.
Right.
And it meant something to your father.
Okay.
And I promised your father a priest would administer the sacrament of marriage.
Okay.
Hold it, I got something to say about this here. All that mumbo jumbo, some Catholic priest sprinkling incest over everybody.
Incest. Incense.
My nephew's getting married by a priest.
Okay.
But me, but my daughter was gonna get married in the church by this other guy, the Reverend, what
You don't even know your reverend.
Wait a minute. Why doesn't somebody ask us?
Right.
In the first place, we never wanted a priest or a reverend.
Okay.
I don't understand.
It's very simple, Mrs. Bunker.
Right.
I'm an agnostic.
Okay.
You mean you want a rabbi?
Oh, no, not at all.
Worse than that, Edith. I think it means he can't have kids.
Okay, I don't know where you got that from, but okay.
An agnostic is a person who questions the existence of God.
There you go.
We don't have to get married.
You're damn right you don't.
That's right. We'll just live together. Casper,
Michael,
Gloria,
why did you bring that up?
Right.
Gloria, isn't this our life?
Yes.
True.
Your father and my uncle to make suggestions on everything we do, how to dress, eat, sleep, make love.
True.
Hold it there, I don't like that last one, a mixed company.
Every company is mixed company for him.
People do make love every now and then.
More than that.
Wow. The hard truth from Edith.
Will you stifle yourself?
Right. It's a little embarrassing.
People that does them things without benefit of clergy, you're communists, you're hippies, and worst of all, you're fags.
Oh.
Gee, I read in Life magazine, even they're getting married.
Wow.
Your daughter living in sin with this dumb Pollock over here?
Uh-oh.
This dumb Pollock is smart enough to know that he's not dumb enough to have this nonsense shoved down our throat.
Okay.
Let him go, let him go.
The wedding's off.
Uh-oh.
My God!
Uh-oh. Whining. I'm so glad she got over that.
Mickey'll come back. Oh, Archie, we'll get him married.
Right.
I'm gonna come around and see you again.
Okay.
What for?
So I can beat the hell out of you.
Okay. And that is it. Let's talk about it. Alright, guys. Yes, that is part 1 of part 2 There is 2 parts to this one, so we will have to wait until next week before we find out what happens and hopefully how they fix it. I think they do, because Gloria and Michael are married, so I'm assuming they fix everything, at least good enough for them to get married. Pretty interesting episode. We do get a good flashback on how they got married, this is kind of that in-between zone of them actually getting married and the planning of. So pretty interesting. We have Mike's uncle, because Mike's parents had apparently died pretty early on. We have Archie being Archie, Edith being Edith, and Gloria being a lot whinier than usual. This is more so Season 1 Gloria and Season 1 Archie, and basically Season 1 everyone, because Archie's a big bigot, racist, blah blah blah. Edith is more of a dingbat, which she's calmed down on the dingbatitude. Gloria is very whiny in this one, which she was in Season 1, and Michael is even more Michael than he is now. I'm glad that they do show this progression of the characters calming down, changing a little bit from Season 1 to now in Season 3. So it's a good episode. I do like that there are a few call-outs on Archie. There's a lot of topics that are going on. Just so you guys know, Chinese food is not actually Chinese food. They don't actually eat majority of that stuff over there. It was made in America. I believe California made Chinese food, which was pretty interesting that they brought that up. But, you know, it's kind of just a fun episode all over. A lot of little quips here and there, and I want to see part 2 just to figure out what the heck's going on. Mike left in a rush. Mike's uncle left angry, so I'm wondering how Archie, and I'm hoping it's Archie that fixes this. So, with that being said, all in all, a good episode. If you guys like this episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. That's okay. Nobody really sees it anyways. If you really like this episode and you want to support the channel, the best way you can do that is by hitting the little subscribe button.
Just tap it in. Tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
And if you feel inclined, there is a Ko-Fi link down below if you want to help out the channel monetarily. I have set the limit to $1, and every dollar counts. So with that being said, I do want to thank you for getting this far in the video. I want to thank all of my subscribers, and we will see you next time for part 2. Peace.